Happy Black History Month, it's Super Bowl Sunday, baby. Am I just talking about the Super Bowl because I'm an Eagles fan? No, it's Black History Month, and we gotta talk about Black history. And also, I'm an Eagles fan. I'm gonna teach you about some Black history, and I'm gonna convince you to root for the Philadelphia Eagles at the same time. In 1933, NFL team owners secretly banned black players from playing in the league, and it took 13 years before another black player was signed. Kenny Washington, Woody Strode, Bill Willis, and Marion Motley. They were known as the Forgotten Four. By 1960, just over 25% of all players in the league were black, but it would take another 8 years for the league to see its first black starting quarterback. For those of you that might not know, the quarterback is the person who runs the offense. They make the passes, sometimes they call the plays. They're like the leader of the team. In 1968, the Denver Broncos drafted Marlon Briscoe, and after injuries to the starting quarterback, Briscoe became the first black quarterback to start in an NFL game. Not only that, he broke the Broncos' single-season rookie touchdown record and came in second in voting for Rookie of the Year. For my non-football fans, that's really good. 6 years later, in 1974, James "Shaq" Harris became the first black quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams. He then became the first permanent black quarterback in the league, the first black quarterback to make the Pro Bowl, and the first black quarterback to win a playoff game. Ben, what does this have to do with the Philadelphia Eagles? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. In 1985, the Eagles drafted Randall Cunningham. He was the first black quarterback to start for the Philadelphia Eagles. And Cunningham was the starting quarterback from the Eagles right up until he retired in 1995. And when he retired, the Eagles signed another black quarterback, Rodney Peete. Peete only played for the Eagles for 3 years, starting just 26 games, but only a year after he left, the Eagles drafted Donovan McNabb, yet another black quarterback, in 1999. When McNabb moved on from the Eagles in 2009, the Eagles then signed another black quarterback, Mike Vick. The signing was a bit controversial at the time, but that's not what this video is about. Vick was the starting quarterback for the Eagles for 5 years, and even at one point during that stretch, he got injured and was replaced by Vince Young. In case you were wondering, Vince Young is another black quarterback. Vick left in 2013, and for the next 6 years, it kind of looked like the Eagles were going to be quarterbacked by like a bunch of white guys. And also Mark Sanchez? Do you guys remember that? That was weird, huh? But in 2020, the Eagles drafted Jalen Hurts, the latest in a long stretch of black quarterbacks. Hurts led the Eagles to a Super Bowl appearance in 2023, in which we lost to the Chiefs. I'm not bitter, and he's done it again this year. You might be asking yourself if this is even special. Hasn't every team had a black starting quarterback at this point? As of 2017, yes, every team in the league has had at least one black quarterback start a game. But do you know which team has had the most starts by a black quarterback? It's the Eagles, and it's not even close. Since the Eagles drafted Randall Cunningham in 1985, a black quarterback has started 414 games for them. Second place is the Titans, going back to their Oiler days with 341 starts. And what about the Chiefs? They're down in 10th with 133 games, 132 of which were by Patrick Mahomes, by the way. Is this the only reason to support the Eagles? No. Is it the best reason to support the Eagles? That's not for me to determine. See y'all tomorrow. Go Birds!